Hi there, Ash and Little Apiary Company here. Welcome back to the channel. Be another video going through the bees today. I'm at Stratford, trying to catch up with some stuff because it has been about 2-3 weeks of pretty much solid rain here in the southeast of England, and I haven't had a huge amount of chance to get through anything. So I'm going to go through stuff here at Stratford today. I've got the 2 Demarees I did in the last video that I need to check on. I need to check on all of the splits and everything else, see how they're doing. Then I need to go over to Wanstead, check on what's going there. Then I'm going up to the Forest Apiary, which you won't see in this video but will be in the next, because the bees up there are absolutely horrible and I am requeening that entire apiary, and it's going to be a bit of a push, but I'm going to put that sort of whole process into one single video, so you'll see that in the next one. So if you want to see how I requeen an entire apiary, then please hit that subscribe button and the bell, and you'll get notified for when that video comes out. But for the moment, I'm just going to go through the bees here, see what I can find, and show you anything interesting that comes up. So this is first of the Demarees that we did. So I just want to look in this top box, see if there is a queen in the top box laying. If not, then I may well move the box down underneath and see what's happening. And well, there's plenty of bees sitting up in this old feeder that I was using as a crown board. So let's see what we've got. Well, we've got a lot of bees in this top box. Some honey come in. So the question is, there any brood up here? Or did they just, because I think it's over 21 days, it's probably longer than 23 days, so there shouldn't be any brood. If there's no queen, brood should have hatched out, and they'll have just filled this as a super. There's some drone brood. The last couple of the drones to emerge, but that's coming out. So I'm pretty sure it's over 23 days. Let's have a look, see what we can find. Again, there's some drone brood, but if you can see there, see that raised, all this domed, that's all drone brood. Okay, so that's fine. Let's get that one out of the way, so we've got a bit of space to work in. Again, some drone brood. It's very heavy with stores, so it could be that that's the last of the drone brood from the Demaree. And that is worker brood. Well, not worker brood, but there's worker cells and pollen up there, which are open, haven't been filled yet, and there's larvae. So they have raised a queen up here by the looks of it. So sorry, terrible camera work. So there's larvae in here. I don't know if I can get this camera to really pick up on it, but you can just about hopefully see on the camera there's some capped worker brood. We'll carry on through and see if more on a better pattern. Yeah, okay. You should be able to see on this one. See all of that seal brood. So we've got a queen, a mated queen, laying up here in this top box. So now I need to look down in the bottom box and see if there's still a queen down there laying, which should be the original queen that we dropped down into the bottom box. If you remember, we shook all the bees down, just put all the brood up here, and it looks like they've raised a queen up in this top box. Now, this is the good thing about these Demaree boards. Trying to get this in camera. So this center section here was a queen excluder. That means that this colony was never split. You see bees are going down, they're coming up. The whole colony, all the way through all these boxes, stayed together. So they've been sharing scent, they've been sharing food, everything else. So I can move boxes about and there's no worry about anyone fighting. So let's get this hive down and see what's in that bottom brood box. Right, let's have a quick look in here, see whether there's still a queen down here. Hopefully there is, but you never know. There's frames of pollen. As we shook all the bees down, there should have been a queen in the bottom. That's empty. I'm starting to think there isn't a queen in here. Plenty of pollen. We're still going through. I've not found any sign of brood yet. Some pollen, some nectar. There's no queen down in here. That's fine. It's not a major problem. What I can do now is I can take that brood box, that will go down the bottom with the queen, and I can then shake this box out and we'll have a nice fresh queen down the bottom. Right, there we go. There's a bit of confusion because they're all hunting around for their entrance at the moment. We'll just shake this in. Sure, no one's stuck. Queen excluder on top. Then we get the supers on. Just filling up. First sting of the day. I think I'm going to put another super on there as well. Well, they're a little bit confused now, but because that entrance is gone, so you can see they're already working their way down to the entrance where everyone's fanning. So the new queen's down in the bottom box. I put an extra super on just to give them a bit of space for flow. There's plenty of hut stores in there. Nice laying pattern. So that colony should be, he says, good for the summer. So we just keep on. I might have to come back. I've got to lift some supers when the extraction room is finished, which is not far off now. But yeah, that's the first one done. Demaree's finished. Don't think I need to do another one on that one. So we'll move on to the next hive. Okay, I had a full camera malfunction, I think there. So basically I had to go and stick it all back on charge and get it going again. Just quick rundown of what's happened here. So that was the hive we did first. Queen's in the bottom, and they're busy working out where their new entrance is. Still a few bees coming back to the old spot, but not a major problem. This second one that we worked on, where the camera died, there is a good queen in the bottom, working well. They cleaned out the top box. I don't know how much footage I get. I'll see when I come back to edit. I put an extra super on because they're in there and working. So yeah, nice queen laying in the bottom box. 3 supers on, ready for the summer. This one here, good queen, empty supers, but that was a queen that was mated this year. So she's in and romping away. We've got plenty of supers on. There's a gap there now. So this one was a drone layer. She's obviously failed, ran out of sperm, so they're all booted out. That's why there's some confused bees sitting about the place. But you basically took away the hive, kicked it out. They were unsavable, no point worrying about them. Those we checked last time, it's got a good queen laying, haven't moved into the supers yet. This one here, again, good queen. They're in 2 supers, so I put an extra super on, so that's nice. We've got some honey coming in here at Stratford. I've got all this extra kit now that needs to come away and be stored up. That colony there was one of the 3-way split that we did very early on in the season. Queen's in there. She's marked and laying up nicely, but I've given them a bit of feed because they've still got some foundation to draw out. And these girls here, that queen's romping away across a good few frames. I've put some supers on, so hopefully they'll get going for the summer. So yeah, we're doing pretty nicely here at Stratford, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Here at Wanstead, I haven't been here for a while, so over winter we had huge losses at this apiary, if you remember rightly, so down to just 3 colonies. This one here I split with a double screen board. It had cells, so I left cells in the top and bottom. So really I need to go through here. I'm going to look in this top box, see if there's a queen in there laying, and if there is, and there's one in the bottom box as well, I'll split this colony, move it off somewhere else, and then I've got to check through that one because that one had some queen cells in it, and so did this one. Basically it was a complete reset of this apiary. So we'll start here, work my way through, see what we've got. I had queen cells top and bottom basically, so I split them with a double screen board, which is that board down there. So we'll see whether they've got a mated queen up here, what they're doing. Not a lot of bees in here, is there? So it's not looking promising. But we shall see. So that is drone comb. Got some nectar in it. Some nectar coming in. Let's get that out of the way. Again, got nectar coming in. It's empty and the cells have been polished. You see here, there's a queen cell that's hatched. Oh, this looks a little bit more promising. Next frame in. That is worker brood, and in there I can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, milk brood. And eggs. So we have a laying queen in this top box. Not the best of patterns, but it is something. It's a start. Right, so I've moved that one over there.
Right, let's have a look in here. What have we got? Again, this had queen cells in it. This had queen cells, so, and well, we've got bees across all the scenes, so it's a start. Let's see what they're doing in here. Nectar. Just put that down. Oh, that's solid with stores. That's really heavy. That one can go to the outside. And I've got eggs in here in that thing. So we've got honey arch, we've got eggs, we've got pollen going in. That's a good start. The next question is, are they fertile eggs? We've got a nice laid queen up in here. And well, that is emerging brood that is being backfilled with eggs. So we've got a nice queen mated and in here, so that's 2. Right, what have we got? It's looking like the Mary Celeste in here. There's a few bees about, but well, these are all drones actually. They drones that have been stuck above the queen excluder, couldn't get through. Okay, but I'm not seeing. Oh god, and those are all drones as well. Look at that. So this is a problem. You get a load of drones when you're above the queen excluder. They can't get in. Oh, well, they can't get through. So those over there. Right. Okay. There's bees here. Question is there a queen? That's pollen. Pollen. Still more pollen. I'm not seeing eggs so far. Could be in a bit of trouble with this one. That's a terrible frame. That'll need to go. There's some nectar. So there's more bees here. So what we got over this side? So there was a queen cell that's hatched. I don't think she's mated. Got some old drone brood. I'm not seeing anything else. The thing is, you don't know if there's just a duff virgin knocking about. Oh, hang on a minute. So we've got some seal brood, and I see eggs. I haven't seen any larvae either. Okay. So there has been a queen here, but God, the light's terrible though to try and see anything. And there's polished cells, but I've not seen eggs or larvae yet. I may have to put a test frame in this one to see what they do. Okay, and that's just nectar. So I can put a frame of eggs in, see what they do. If they draw a queen cell, then we know that they're queenless, in which case I'll use one of the new queens I've got coming for this colony. Right, let's leave that for the moment. Let's move on to this colony. They had a queen. I marked her, and I must have damaged her somehow, because when I came back next week I found queen cells, which was annoying because she was a nice queen and she was laying really well. Again, This has been my best apiary for a long time, but this year it has just completely failed. Failed over winter. I'm just not having much luck here at all. So let's see what we've managed to do. I thought this colony would get going because, as I say, we had a queen in here, but I mean I must have damaged her when I marked her. Nothing in there. Pollen. Some cells that are cleaned out. Again, empty cells. You see down there, that's a hatched queen cell. So they've had a virgin hatch. There you go. We've got eggs and young larvae in this frame. Okay, that's good. That is a possible frame to go across to that other colony, just to see what they do with it. And there you go, look at that. So we have got a queen in here laying. I mean, it's still a small colony, but that's a big slab of brood that's going to come out. So they've done their thing. Didn't like what I did to the last queen. There you go. That's good representation. So this area here is all pollen. That's stores and the brood nest in the middle. So I'm going to go back and find, was it this one? That one. I'm going to put in here. So let's find the frame. I can swap it out with an empty frame somewhere. Okay, I'll give them that. Okay, I know it is going to knock that colony back a little bit, but I need to know what's going on in here. So I'm going to give this frame of eggs and very young larvae, mark it with an X. So if they draw queen cells on that frame with that young larvae, I know they're queenless. So I've got 3 mated queens up here and one I'm not sure of. Will I get any honey? Probably not. In fairness, might get a box if they really kick on and it's a really good summer. And I've got 2 swarms sitting at Stratford that are going to come here tonight. So that'll have me back up to, well, 5, maybe 6, depending on that. To try and get into winter as strong as possible. And from there, we'll build again next year to fill the place back up again. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. We're not doing too bad, I don't think, considering the winter losses that we suffered. The last few weeks have been pretty poor, but all that rain I think is going to really help with the summer flow when that starts to kick into gear. We sort of first couple of weeks of June now. So we're halfway through the year. Stratford's looking pretty good. Got plenty of new queens there, and there are boxes that are filling up. So we've got honey coming in. Here, it was always going to be bad, wasn't it? Those big winter losses really killed us off for honey harvest this year. And you know, it is what it is. That's the way that beekeeping goes sometime. I would say that I'm not a full-time beekeeper. I have got a full-time job, so this is sort of my sideline and trying to fit it in, especially with the honey house project, which has just overtaken so much of my spare time.
so far, and that's nearly done, and it will be worth it. But it has meant that I've not been as on top of the apiaries as I possibly should have been throughout the year. Hainault, I'm going to next. You'll see that in the next video. That is going to be completely requeened. Now I'm going to make all of those colonies queenless, which is not going to be fun because they are absolutely vicious. But we'll see how much honey's going on up there as well. They're going to be completely requeened with Northumberland honey queens, which are coming in a week's time. So please hit subscribe if you want to see that video. Give us a like if you like what we've done today and how we're moving on. And it won't be long before I'm showing you how the new honey house is working as well. So until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.